The Turning is an Australian-produced anthology film based on Tim Winton's book of short stories with the same name. Each story in the film is from a different director, and some of the stories are related/connected in some way. Amongst the actors involved, there's my favourite actress of all time, Cate Blanchett, Rose Byrne, Hugo Weaving, Callan Mulvey, Susie Porter and Dan Wiley. Some of the directors involved are Aussie actor David Wenham, Aussie actress Mia Wasikowska, Warwick Thornton, the Aboriginal director behind the masterpiece Samson and Delilah, and Justin Kurzel, the director of Snowtown. Yuck.
I woke up to find this. No water or wind, no bluebirds were calling, and a single lonely raven was the first thing I saw.
I felt like I was 10 years old. I got the kind of naughty feeling.
Nothing further than she uttered. In the silence there I shuddered.
Now, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of this film. In fact, I skipped through quite a lot of these segments. Most of them seemed very pretentious, arty and depressing. I've read half of the first short story in Tim Winton's book. It's called Big World, about two high school graduates who go on a road trip. It works really well on paper, but on film, not so much, as the entire thing is just narrated by this one voiceover, and that's the only dialogue or anything through the film. You don't see any of the characters talk, so you wonder why they even filmed it, as all you really need to do is listen to the narration and you understand the whole thing. The others I was interested to check out was Reunion, starring Cate Blanchett, and it was definitely the best one in the entire film, the best short story. It's a non-depressing story, it's really funny, and it's about this sort of Christmas gathering.
Other friends have flown before. Other friends have flown before.
The world suddenly gets big around us. So big we just give in and watch.
Another one I wanted to check out was Long Clear View, directed by Mia Wasikowska, and on a technical level it looked great. A very solid debut in regards to direction, but it was very depressing and about a creepy kid who, I think he might have had ADD or Asperger's, somewhere along that spectrum, and he liked to play with loaded guns. Bona McFarlane's Mole was directed by Justin Kurzel. That was another short story, and you can definitely tell that it came from the same mind as the director of Snowtown, not because it was sickeningly grim and depressing and nasty, but just the way it was shot was very surreal and dreamlike, similar to Snowtown. But with any anthology film, there will be stories you'll like more than others, and most of the stories here are just generally very unpleasant and inaccessible. And when each story goes for around 15 minutes, it adds up to a near 3-hour film, and that's a long time to wait for some of the more enjoyable stories like Reunion. Because of that, I just couldn't really recommend this to very many people. Now my final thoughts on The Turning, guys. Let me know if you've heard of The Turning. It's a very smaller kind of Australian production, so yeah, comment below, let me know if you've heard of it, if you want to see it, or if you've seen it, what you thought of it. And subscribe to this here channel if you wish. Whack me a subby dub, and I'll talk to you soon.